Hey everyone, today I'm here. I just got this guy today at Target, and oh my god, I couldn't believe it when I saw him. Today I'm here reviewing the SS86 Shockwave. And I've wanted this mold for so long. I finally have him. I saw him, he was behind like 3 big convoys. I think somebody was trying to hide him, but you know, nobody can hide anything from me sometimes. And I was so happy. So we're gonna be unboxing him, and I got a few figures here to compare him with, and I think you're gonna really like this one. So stay tuned. Okay everyone, I'm back. So unfortunately I don't have a light to show you how cool he is, like just standing there. So he does look more like the Siege Shockwave for you guys because it's so dark here. I might try to turn up the lighting. There you go, that's my best. And I know I'm flashbanging you on one side of the screen, but if I bring him up real close, he looks amazing. He has a light piping feature up in his eye. Unfortunately, I can't really use it because the sun's all the way over there, not here. But it's cool. I love this. He looks so good, and I'm very happy to have this in box. Like, finally. The only accessory he comes with is himself, so he can play with himself joke. But it's just like goes in his hand, and now we can recreate that one frame from the show where he's shooting with himself, because that is a frame. So there you go. There's like a perk about having that. But I know everyone likes the Dramatic Capture Series version of this gun better. I get it. You know, we have Megatron Soundwave. They have really cool little things. I'm just fine having it. Okay, I'm fine having this because I never had this. This is awesome. So let's take the gun back out of hand, and let's get his articulation all working out. So he does have a wrist swivel. He has an elbow joint that goes up above 90. He has bicep swivel. Finally, I got it right. He has shoulder joint. His box fell from the wind. He has transformation shoulder joint, so he can go up. His head actually. Does his head rotate? What does his head do? I have underestimated him. He has a ball jointed head that can look somewhat down, so he can find those fembots. He can look side to side and can look up. I have underestimated him, and his light started glowing. Oh, I like it. I love this. I love this so much. This is cool. And of course, I'm wondering this myself, so real quick, I'm gonna test it out. His gun does swivel, okay. And yes, this comes not tabbed into his arm, by the way, out of box. I just put it there before putting him on screen. Okay, and he does have a waist joint. No ab crunch. His legs can kick up that far, kick back that far, kick back. He can do the splits, but I don't think you want him to. Oh yeah, he has a thigh swivel down here. Ratcheted knee joints. I did not expect this. He has ratcheted knee joints, so that's really cool. And then he does have a nice little ankle joint, but it doesn't tilt too far, and his box fill again. I'm just going to leave that back here. But yeah, so that's really cool. I didn't expect ratchets on him, so I like the fact that he has just random ratchet knee joints. That's really cool. So now let's bring in some comparisons. So first, I have to bring him in. Microwave. Yes, his name's Microwave. So Microwave and his father can now stand side by side for a nice little family photo. Microwave fell. He has the ball jointed legs are not good. But you know what? He's good. He's good for what he is. Had him for a few years now. And then let's bring in a deluxe kickback. This is why I kind of laughed when I said they can kick back. And then let's bring in some of his Decepticon friends. Here's Starscream. Don't kick him. I know you don't like him, especially Transformers Prime version. Here's Bumblebee Movie Soundwave, my Soundwave. They're all just moving closer. Here's his, I'm pretty sure Wavemate, SS86 Astrotrain, and I love this Astrotrain. Siege Astrotrain cannot compete. I'm on Team SS86. Here's Legacy Blitzwing. And I know they're just doing a repaint of him to make him 86, so yeah. And then let's bring in a leader. 86. Oh, well, we know who wins that battle. 86 Grimlock, who's hunched, and he doesn't want to be here. Oh my god. Now it's harder. Here's Earthrise Optimus, who is my Optimus. So they fit pretty well together, actually. I mean, look at this. They fit pretty well together. I'm gonna move you guys back so I don't bump them. And then here's my Galvatron, Kingdom Galvatron. So this really works. Okay, so now that we're done with that, let's get into transformation. All right. So real quick, when you open the instructions, they actually show you, and I know this has been mentioned in every other reviewer's video, but they don't mention this. It's actually in the instructions to combine him to Bruticus. I opened it from the back, and I was like, what? What? He doesn't combine? So that was hilarious. But yeah, so first it wants you to, I think, take his head down or something. I don't know. Give me a second. Yeah. We're going to be taking this head down. So I guess I'm going to try to like, yeah, there we go. So yeah, put his head down. And then let's see. Yep. Flip the head down. And then now he's like that. And then, let's see. It wants us to untap this. Take this out of its 5mm point, not, no, what? I can't speak. And then take this. And then we're going to flip it up. And then take this, and now you're gonna do this. So it's gonna look something like that. I have to bring him all the way over there for you to see him. And then now we're gonna take his arms and flip them out. Am I doing something wrong here? Still in the back. What? Okay. And oh yeah, what? Okay, I guess have them like this. Make sure this is so the arms can go in, I guess. I don't know. Never done this before. Having a hard time figuring this out myself. And I'm supposed to be the professional. Uh-oh. Okay, fixed it. Make sure they tab into this purple thing right here. Purple hinge. Because they're supposed to. That's why I said uh-oh, because I realized, uh-oh, I did something wrong. And then now we're going to take the gray piece that's up here. And we're going to clip it over his arms. And then... oh, flip him back around. So now he's looking at you like this, and then take his legs and flip them around. So now his heels are where his feet should be. And then, okay, now we're just plotting his angles. I don't know. Doing some weird stuff. Oh, okay, flip these out. Flip out these things. And, oh. Actually, okay, now we're going to compress these over his legs. So this is going to be a bit of a toughie because obviously well, it's easier than to do it on camera. It's easier to do it up next to me, and that just fell out of my legs. Okay, and now they should look something like that. Let me pick up the instructions because they fell. And then looks like we're just going to tab that, but what? Excuse me, what? Hasbro, what? Okay. I thought those were for something on the thing. The instructions are being weird today. It looks... uh-oh. Am I not supposed to do that? I'm not. What am I doing? Okay, I'm back. So real quick, I didn't realize what I was doing. But basically what it wants us to do is to take the things you flipped out. Don't peg them into the legs. Peg the legs together, and then now you have them like this. And then this is actually going to create the top of his spaceship mode. And if it'll just go in for me. It's actually going in. Well, there we go. And then make sure the feet are together. Do the feet do anything? No, they just stay like that. Cool. And then now we're gonna go up here, and it wants us to flip. Sorry, you can't see that. It wants us to flip that out. Okay, cool. and then flip the little wings out, and then now you have that. And then now we're gonna flip this back around. Okay. And then now we're gonna take the cable cord and flip it in. And we're gonna take other mini wave and let's put that down, and I guess just tab it right in his butt. Yeah, his butt actually fits really nicely in there. Bam, spaceship. That is a spaceship, but here's what we're gonna do. Because if I know you guys, and I do, you guys watch my videos, you want gun. So here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna take this, and we're gonna flip it into the legs. Make sure to untab the legs. And then flip it in. I'm pretty sure we just take that and do that, and that's pretty much all it really wants us to do. And now we have the gun. Yes! Yes! Bang! Bang! I love this. I love the fact that he just becomes a gun. He becomes a spaceship, a gun. This man's a triple changer. So, I like that. And of course, I'm going to compare him to the only person I'm going to compare him to is his son. So let me transform his son. Okay, I'm back. So after flipping him back up because he fell, here's his gun. Here's his son in gun mode, and his son hit him. So I know that I don't have the satellite to this because the satellite's in like where I had him before, and I just didn't care to look for it because the satellite just falls off. But, you know, let's get his son into spaceship mode. His arms do this. Okay, yeah. Mine just doesn't like to have his arms tabbed in at all. They just don't stay tabbed in. And let me get him into spaceship mode. Bam. There we go. That's a pretty good father-son duo, you know. Shockwave, the dad, Microwave, the son, you know. I like this. I like this. I might do some spaceship mode stuff sometimes, but you know what mode I'm going to have him in. I'm going to have him be in... Let me get him back in this, and it's another live of me doing this, like a live little transformation. You know I'm going to have him like this. Always. I'm actually going to flip those now because I don't want those out, you know. It just looks a bit nice, aesthetically better. I'm going to have him as a gun. A lot more than I'm going to have in a spaceship. I like the spaceship mode, but I like the gun. I like the fact that they included a minigun. So I have like 3 guns of Shockwave. I just have 3 Shockwave guns now. See? Let me make sure he's standing. 3 Shockwave guns. I love this. I'm going to keep it this way. Pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. I'm gonna have it like this. I don't care this all. I don't care that this can't tab into stuff, like it can't have blast effects. I'm gonna keep it like this for a while. So you might see him more in gun mode, bit in spaceship mode, but a lot more in gun mode. Obviously robot mode, but this is the alt mode I'm probably gonna have him in. But yeah, so just real quick, I want to thank you guys for watching. And by the way, if you guys do have any questions about the fact that I mentioned Bash Gaming for a bit, Bash Game is officially canceled. It is no longer a channel, instead it's a section on my YouTube channel. Because I realized I don't need a second channel to do all my gaming videos. I'm going to have a section for gaming videos, I'm going to have a section for toy reviews. You guys pick which one you want to watch. I'm trying to give you a selection of my stuff on my channel. I hope you guys can enjoy that. You're probably going to see skits maybe. I don't know, I'm thinking about it, you know. There's going to be some new stuff. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a really great day. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.